2-4. Deion, we get it. There's a lot of injuries around the league. The Chargers have been dealing them from the onset of the year, but this is borderline inexcusable, is it not?
Yeah, the Chargers are bad right now. This is not the team that we ranted and raved. This is not the team that coached their butt off last year. This is not the team that just amazed us and charmed us, and we couldn't wait to see what they produced this season. This is not that same team by any means. I'm very disappointed in the Chargers.
Okay, but, in years past, we've seen them start out with a sluggish record and sub 500, and they don't seem to care about it. They'll put that in the back seat and keep moving along. Can this team right the ship eventually? Because they are going to get some healthy bodies back eventually.
Yeah, they could right the ship, but they don't have the intangibles to go all the way. There's only a few teams in our game that feel like they can win it all. This is not one of them. They're happy to be in the hunt, and that's not the approach to have. That's not who their coach says they are. He's so much better than that, and his expectation of this team is so much greater than what they're showing right now. This is absolutely, at this point in the season, this is a D-. All
right, well, they're 2-4. Speaking of a team that hasn't shown much but had big-time lofty expectations heading into 2019, the Cleveland Browns, Odell Beckham, Buddy Jarvis Landry said we have to intentionally get him the football, which they did. Look at that pretty work for 41. And then Beckham again, one of his 6 snags for 101. So he got it going, and so too did Nick Chubb. You love the way this guy runs, don't you, Prime?
Love it. He's a dog. He's one of the elite backs in the NFL. He runs like he's on a mission to get somewhere.
I see it. You called him a dog, like a Georgia Bulldog?
Yes,
yeah.
Lord.
That's a gain of 52. And then...
What about them Gamecocks, baby?
I'm sorry. I knew you were going to sneak that in. Way to go. Way to go. Chubb finished with 122 and a couple of scores. Baker Mayfield, he's been a turnover machine this year. Led the league with 8 INTs coming in. Trey Flowers will take one. And then right before the half, this was a huge swing. Jack Griffin tipped it. Tedrick Thompson, he snagged it. And Baker's like, oh, man, this just stinks. This was really a good game. It's time right now for our Drive of the Day presented by Mercedes-Benz. Seattle was down 3 in the 4th, 3rd and 5. Russell Wilson, another huge day for him, hits Tyler Lockett, who finished with 5 snags for 75 yards. And then the Seahawks pounded in thanks to Chris Carson. He's a man, Deion.
He's a grown man. And the quarterback is playing MVP caliber football.
Well, would Baker have a little magic in him? Well, not so much. Dontrell Hilliard got both mitts on it, but it was behind him and picked off by K.J. Wright. 3 more INTs for Baker. Browns turn it over 4 times. Cleveland falls to 2-4, and they are 0-3 at home. And the turnover monster biting Baker Mayfield. As you can see, it ain't good. In the first 6 games in the Super Bowl era, only Paul McDonald and Brian Sipe have turned it over more through the air than has Baker Mayfield. And after the game, number 6, he took it on himself, but he also was a little upset with the men in the stripes.
The refs are never an excuse, and I'll probably get fined for saying this, but it's pretty bad today. I mean, the guy's squared up with him, running at him. He's lowering his head into Jarvis. What's he supposed to do? Avoid him? I mean, this isn't bullfighting. I mean, I don't know. It takes me off.
So are you angry? Just sort of how?
Yeah, we lost. I'm pretty pissed. Yeah.
So you were angry at the start of this game then?
I mean, geez, guys, you're like my counselor right now.
There's a few Browns fans out there that might need some therapy after the 2-4 start. So they got the bye, then they take on New England. I mean, can they turn this thing around? Because it's a softer schedule after the first 7 games.
What is your expectation, man? What is everybody's expectation? Come on, man.
Well,
how many games did they win last year? Like, why do we keep talking about these guys, man?
Because
is
they were
it because
exciting.
They got Odell? Is it because Baker is on every other commercial I turn my darn TV on that Shaq ain't on? What is it about this? They're not that darn good. This is a team that's been in the basement of our league for I don't know how long, and they made a mistake and beat some garbage teams at the conclusion of last year, and we turn around and say they're going to be this, they're going to be that.
Are you
because they got Odell. No, this team is not good. If there's any other quarterback, I love me some Baker Mayfield. Don't get me wrong. I love his bravado. I love his swag. I love his confidence. Any other quarterback put up the statistics that he's put up in our game, man, you guys would stone him. They have a lineage of horrific quarterbacks that have matriculated out of Cleveland, and he's following in suit. You can't give him a pass. I love him. He's going to right the ship. I think he's going to do well. But we ain't seen it, man. And I'm not sitting in my recliner waiting on it.
You like his commercials. I know you do because I've seen your crib,
I like
and I
Baker.
know how much lawn you have to have mowed. And Baker will come over and mow that lawn. I'm just telling you.
Ability every week. You don't got to do anything crazy, outstanding. Just do your job. Be one of 11. If we were a car and you're a tire, just be a tire. Don't try to be an engine. Don't try to be a carburetor. Don't try to be a radiator. Just be a wheel. And everybody, if we get 4 wheels, an engine, a steering wheel, and everybody going at the same pace, then we can get rolling. And I think our guys trust and believe that, and I love playing with them.
That was unbelievable. That is such a good
I love me some Richard Sherman, man.
Woo.
Classy and can ball out.
All right, so the Niners, the only NFC team that's 5-0, best team in the NFC?
Let me tell you something. They're not the best team in the NFC. They're the second best team in the NFC behind the Saints. The Saints are playing superbly with a backup quarterback. Now, the Niners, I love them. I love them because they run the ball so physically. They have an all-world tight end. They got receivers that can get the job done. But more importantly, they got the number 2 defense in the NFL. And you got old savvy vet like Richard Sherman just whispering in their ears, just pouring into the youngsters so they could come up to the next level. And they have some young studs that they've acquired in the draft that can flat out ball. I love what they're building in San Francisco. I haven't been this excited since the mid-90s.
Okay, yeah, maybe 1994 because they had a pretty good defensive player of the year. I'm just saying. By the way, they played without their 2 offensive tackles, just like the Dallas Cowboys did. No excuses here. They hung it on the Rams. I want you to finish this for me. Come the playoffs, the Los Angeles Rams will be...
Not in the playoffs.
Oh, stop. They're going to get this straightened out.
Did I stutter?
No, but...
Did I stutter?
Come on. Why?
Did I stutter? Okay, so you trying to say it's going to be 3 teams in that division going to the playoffs?
Yes.
Is that what you trying to tell me?
Yes.
Because we know Russell, last name Wilson, and them going to be in the playoffs.
Yeah.
In the way it's looking, the San Francisco 49ers will probably be one of the top seeds in the playoffs. So you mean to tell me 3 teams out of 1 division is going to the playoffs? No, dog.
Yeah. By the way, real quickly, hey, back to Richard Sherman's thing about the car. What part of the car are you on this show?
I'm the gas.
Yeah. You
can't run with that Prime.
You know what
You can't run without me.
I'm the spare tire, bro. That's because that's what I'm carrying around my belly these days. It's all right. Yeah.
You're the trunk.
Yeah. I see you working. Okay. Later on, Kyle Allen, he could win games in Arizona and Houston, Carolina, and now London. After the bye, will the Panthers say goodbye to Allen and hello to Cam? Dion will fill you in. But first, what up, Mahomes? Patrick and the Chiefs got roughed up at home again. Prime tells you why KC isn't the biggest threat to the Pats in the AFC. You will not believe who is.